Hey, I want to introduce you to the amazing Coleman Camp Knife. And I say amazing because I've batoned 3 to 4 inch logs with this knife, and this little knife is kind of stout. And this is just a thin blade on this knife. It's only about 3 millimeters thick, but I've done a lot of batoning with it, and I'm surprised it hasn't snapped. For 10 bucks at Walmart, this knife is certainly well worth it. It's about 9.5 inches long. It is Chinese stainless steel, of course. Doesn't say what kind of stainless it is. The blade itself, from handle to tip, is about 5 inches long. The cutting edge is about 4.5 inches long. I think it may baton so well and so easily because the blade is so thin. I think it just goes through the wood quite easily. But it's taken a beating, and the blade has not nicked. No problems or trouble with it at all. I love the buoy-looking style of the blade, and you can see the recurve and the belly of the blade. It really is a nice, nice-looking knife. The handle is wood. It's held on by the 2 Allen head screws. It does have a lanyard hole in the back. You can see that it is full tang. That tang goes, you can see it all the way around the wooden scales. It does protrude a bit from the wooden scales, but surprisingly it is not uncomfortable in the hand. There's the sheath. The Coleman sheath is just a plain nylon sheath. I did put my felt pad on the, I don't know if you can see it there, my felt pad on the inside of the sheath strap to help tighten up the knife when it sits in the sheath. Works really good. This knife is very light, would be a great backpacker carry. Very comfortable in the hand. You can see the thumb jimping there. It's more like, not really jimping, but it's more like crevices there in that knife. Those edges on that jimping were very sharp. I had to get my rotary tool, put my grinder on it, and smooth them out a bit. Now it's very comfortable to put my thumb on it. It was tearing my thumb up at first. It is a hollow grind, very thin, and this blade looks like it would crumble under hard use, but surprisingly enough, it's still intact. You can see the false edge at the top. You could sharpen that false edge if you wanted to, but for woodworking and camp use, you really don't need to. There's the thickness of the blade, very thin. You can see the thickness of the handle. Very comfortable in the hand. There are other reviews. You can go to the Walmart website and look at the other reviews. There's quite a few reviews on there, and everybody's pretty much saying the same thing on how surprised they are at the durability of this knife. And the great thing about that is if you do chip it or break it, it's only $10. I mean, that's what it's for. Throw this in your toolbox, throw it in your truck, throw it in your backpack, throw it anywhere. Get a few of them. But it cuts really well. The blade edge is very easy to sharpen, and that may be because it's so thin also, but it is very easy to sharpen, and it retains a decent edge. Not bad. The tang does protrude a bit at the butt of the knife, so you could use it to strike something. Not its best use, but I guess if you had to, you could. I think this wooden handle is just rosewood or something, but you can remove those scales if you wanted to. I don't know if you can see it, but it says there China. It's got the Coleman logo etched on the blade. Nice looking blade. Okay, so there's another useful, inexpensive product. Don't have to spend a lot of money on something to cut with or even baton with. So there you have it. Cyclist 1222. Out.